Happy Wednesday. Well, 10 months and 10 days. So what is that? 50 more days. More days. What a journey it's been so far. That journey extends past the 10 months and 10 days. I know that. Today's Just for Today was about, it was tagged, we do recover. Not to downplay our recovery, but to find gratitude in it. I'm quick to downplay stuff. Like it won't be enough. I don't want to look too good or talk too wise. Right? That's off a poem, by the way. I end up doing that anyways. They say in recovery it's our responsibility to keep what we have. You know, we keep what we have by giving it away. So it's our responsibility to share strength, hope, that way somebody else out there can maybe catch a message and it gives them a little bit of strength and a little bit of hope. I remember one time going to work and I had nothing left. I was not in a good place. And the anxiety of going to work was extremely high. And it is right there where I looked up and I said, I don't have any strength in me. Can I borrow some of yours? And I remember getting through that day. How? I don't know. But I did. Did it stop me from? No. But I had enough strength to walk in there and at least pretend I was okay. When everybody knew I wasn't. Recovery gives me the ability to not have that level of fear, but also know there are going to be times in my recovery, times while I'm clean, that I'm still going to need to ask my higher power, can I borrow some of your strength? It's not a tool I practiced in other, in past times of my life. Like when my mom was in the hospital, I didn't even think to look up and say, hey, can I borrow some of your strength? So I try to do that shit on my own. And I say tried. I mean, when I think back, I did an okay job getting through those days. And I could say, if I would have done this or if I would have done that, which I'm saying right now, maybe. I think I'm saying more that I didn't do that. And that's the key for me, is to not say if I should have done this or I could have done that. Didn't. Doesn't mean I won't. I'm grateful that I have that tool. I'm grateful that I have a place I can go to that will help me that I have a support system that I do. Grateful that I don't talk to anybody who's getting loaded. You know, to my knowledge. And, okay, let me rephrase that. I know plenty of people who drink and smoke pot. That's not what I'm referring to. People who are doing what I'm doing and then getting loaded. You can't hide from it. I read somewhere in that blue book, the Alcoholics Anonymous book, it said that you can't hide from it. It said you can go all the way to Antarctica to try to get away from it, and you'll probably find an igloo with some, like a Eskimo in there with a bottle of Jack waiting for you. It's there. It's all over the place. You can't hide from it. So that's not the point. It's an inside job for me. So I have to be good within myself so that when a situation does occur, I'm not completely weak. I used to say if I'm around it at all, I'll get loaded. That's a terrible way for me to think. I'm around it all the time. I may not know about it, but it's not that hard to find. Anything you want is not that hard to find. At least when it comes to that kind of thing. And so I work a program. I talked to my sponsor yesterday for a good amount of time, and I talk to people in recovery. There's somebody I talk to every single day that's clean and sober. These are the people that I want in my life. I found myself being a little self-righteous yesterday. Somebody struggling with something, and here I am, spitting out the literature. Here I am, telling them they should make a meeting. As if I know exactly what's good for them. That's what I should make, not they. I don't need to be telling people, like, well, maybe you should do that. Like, I'm not somebody's sponsor. How people work their recovery is how they work their recovery. And if they're still clean or sober, that's all that really matters. Whatever they want it, however. Now, if it's somebody I'm sponsoring, well, that's a whole different story. And I need to quit trying to be people's sponsors. Because I'm not even there. I'm not even close, man. And I'm getting there. When I'm excited about something, I tend to just spew it on everybody, whether it's church, working out, going on a hike, whatever it is. I'll just spew it out on everybody, as if people ask for that. I gotta remember that. I do these videos, but there's that saying, Lil Wayne said that real G's walk in silence. Not everybody needs to know that I went on a hike to wherever. Not everybody needs to know that I did a workout today. Not everybody needs to know that I have this much time. Sure, I'm posting it. That's fine. That's part of my recovery. But I don't need to walk up to an individual and say, hey, check me out. Look at me. Look at what I got. That's just my ego taking over. What I need to be is honest, open-minded, and willing. And give love when love is needed. And suggest when suggestions are asked for. Like, I should not be saying, have you considered, unless somebody says, hey, what do you think I should do? Luckily, I have people that'll tell me to stay in my fucking lane. And how I take that statement It's very important because it can come from a place of love, and I can think it will come from a place of attacking my ego. Which is my problem, not theirs. But today's just for today. We do recover. I love it. It doesn't say I do recover. It says we do recover. One addict helping another is without parallel. Now, it doesn't say how. It doesn't say one addict sharing the literature with another person is without parallel. It sure as hell doesn't say one addict telling another addict to go to a meeting is without parallel. It says one addict helping another. Helping can be taken in so many ways. And I remember that. Because I can remember trying to help somebody and they looked at me and said, "Did I ask for your fucking help?" As a matter of fact, are you one of the TAs here? Or are you on the side of the table that I'm on? I had a hard time hearing that. And it's exactly what I needed to hear. That's my guy. But then, he was upset. And I was just trying to help. But see, that's the thing. How many times have I in life done something where somebody was really upset and I said, "Well, I was just trying to help." No shit. But it's not. So stop. How many times do I try to draw water from dry wells? How many people have I hurt trying to help? I'm not the savior of all. That person, I believe, died on a cross. And that ain't me. And that's my belief. Doesn't have to be theirs. What I can do is listen, be a friend, offer help if needed, in the way that when asked for, or if somebody's really struggling, then ask, "Do you need help?" Like those words, "Do you need help?" Instead of like just giving help. I could fuck around and give somebody money and fuck everything up for them in terms of their recovery. I know that from personal experience. I could fuck around and offer a phrase or a suggestion when they didn't ask for it. How many times have I said, "I just want to fucking vent"? And then here I go turn around and try to offer suggestions. So, it's not that I'm beating on myself because it sounds like it. I'm just acknowledging as an inventory some things I need to work on. Doesn't make me a bad person for doing that. It makes me self-centered. As if I know better for everybody. I'm not a fucking doctor, and I'm definitely not a psychiatrist. I freaking need a psychologist. The program that works best for me is my program. The program that works best for another person is their program. If their program is getting them loaded, then a suggestion can be made. If they're like, "Hey, what do I do?" And being able to like stay quiet in the moment, listen, if need be, count to 10 will be a good tool for me to obtain as I continue this journey. The only time I really should be offering suggestions are when I'm at work. Somebody's come in and trying to figure out what they want. And when it comes to my children, that's probably about it. And I like to learn things the hard way. How many friends can I burn before I learn? Hopefully, not many moving forward. So I'm grateful for my recovery today. I mean, shit, man, 50 more days, that's huge. I'm gonna be in the 40s tomorrow. It'll be pretty cool. But we only have today, really. I'm grateful for today. Truly grateful for today. Today, I don't have to worry about getting loaded. I don't have to worry that it got loaded. My job is going well. My kids love me more than ever. I have a good relationship with my siblings. My relationship with my father is good. My relationship with my friends seems good. I have people that can count on me, and I deliver. And all, like, I got one bill to pay, and then I'm like, 2 bills to pay, and then I'm like squared there. Life is good. And my connection with my higher power, my connection with God is at an all-time high. I think it's the highest it's ever been. It really makes sense when that person said, I think your relapse is because you didn't really have a good connection with your higher power. I think hearing that, and hearing like getting as upset as I was, you know, and I was like, what, a fucking month clean after having a couple years. I think they weren't wrong. So it all started with one day. We all start with one day clean. And we all have just today. Whether you have 20 years, 6 months, 90 days, 1 day. Today we all have the same amount of time. If we make it through the day and we pass out and we wake up tomorrow, then today is, we all have the same amount of time, the same amount of minutes, the same amount of seconds. That's it. Some people won't get the full day. Other people will get it like I will. Some people will do what I used to do, and they will pray that this day is over. Fuck, man, there was times I was like, man, I just want this year to end. And there's gonna be one day I wish I got those back. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm not at that point in my life where I wish I had certain days back in my life. And I look at it as, man, every one of those days when I made that decision, I did the best I possibly could, and I went above and beyond the call of duty when it came to that. But it is a new day. And I'm really grateful that I'm clean today. I got this. Rodney, I love you. And whoever's watching this, if you don't know me, I love you. I know that sounds like a weird concept. It was weird when I heard it from somebody I didn't know. It's weird when I got a hug from somebody I didn't know. So I try to pay that back. Do my best to be my best every day. You have what it takes, and I have what it takes. And together, we do recover.